Hello and thanks for checking out this week's Fastest 4 Minutes in Finance. I'm Alec. If you've been watching the market lately, you've probably heard a lot about uncertainty. Investors continue to watch inflation, interest rates, earnings reports, and with the midterm election approaching. Many are wondering whether markets could experience more volatility during the months ahead. Those are important conversations, and they can certainly influence markets over shorter periods of time. But underneath those headlines, another story continues to unfold, one that many analysts believe could have implications well beyond this year. Artificial intelligence. Much of that excitement has centered around companies building the technology. Think about what's required to make artificial intelligence work at scale. Massive data centers, advanced semiconductor chips, cloud computing, network equipment, power generation, cooling systems, the list goes on. Building AI isn't cheap. In fact, some of the world's largest technology companies are investing hundreds of billions of dollars into expanding the infrastructure. Companies like Microsoft, Amazon, Alphabet, and Meta continue to increase capital expenditures because they believe AI will become an increasingly important part of how businesses operate in the years ahead. That's why many analysts no longer describe AI as simply another technology trend. They're beginning to describe it as the next generation of digital infrastructure. But here's where the story gets even more interesting. Many analysts say the conversation on Wall Street is beginning to change. For the last several years, investors largely rewarded companies for building AI. Today, they're increasingly asking a different question: who can actually make money from it? And that's an important shift. Microsoft has integrated Copilot into Microsoft 365, bringing AI into applications millions of people use every day. Amazon continues expanding AI services through AWS, allowing businesses to build, train, and deploy their own AI applications. Adobe has embedded generative AI directly into Photoshop, Illustrator, and Premiere Pro, enhancing products customers already subscribe to. Salesforce is rolling out AI agents designed to automate sales, customer service, and marketing, while ServiceNow is using AI to help businesses streamline workflows and improve productivity. Notice what's happening. These companies aren't replacing their existing businesses. They're making those businesses more valuable by incorporating AI into products and services customers already rely on. And that's becoming one of the biggest questions for investors. Not simply who can build AI, but who can monetize it. Beyond technology, AI adoption is beginning to spread across healthcare, financial services, manufacturing, logistics, cybersecurity, and many other industries. Companies are exploring ways to improve productivity, automate repetitive tasks, reduce costs, and enhance customer experiences. That's why many analysts believe the next phase of AI may be less about building bigger models and more about helping businesses create measurable value. Of course, none of this means markets won't experience periods of volatility. Markets have historically responded to economic data, corporate earnings, interest rates, geopolitical events, and elections. Those headlines will continue to shape investor sentiment from one week to the next. But long-term investment themes often develop over many years, not a single quarter. And based on where companies are allocating capital today, artificial intelligence appears to be one of those themes. Whether every investment succeeds remains to be seen. Whether every company generates the returns investors hope for is something only time will answer. But one thing seems increasingly clear. The first phase of the AI story was about building the technology. The next phase may be about proving it can transform businesses, improve productivity, and create lasting economic value. And that's a story investors will likely be watching for years to come. That's the Fastest 4 Minutes in Finance. Thanks for watching.
Want to become smarter financially in 4 minutes or less? Sign up at fastest4.com to get insights and updates like this delivered to your inbox weekly.